This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
I'm Byron Day. A disturbing arrest out of Baldwin County. 33-year-old Tanner Johnson facing 2 charges of torture, willful abuse of a child. Investigators say he hurt 2 5-year-olds. He's currently being held on more than a $30,000 bond. And in Mobile, Henry Perryman, who was a teenager at the time he committed murder, has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. Back in 2017, he shot and killed Carlos Peebles at the Quick Pick on St. Stephen's Road. We're going to have to wait a little longer to find out if Mobile City Council will approve an ordinance concerning the word race. City Council members were set to vote on that ordinance proposed by Council Member Fred Richardson today. It would eliminate the word race and replace it with the word ethnicity. However, there were more discussions today about a companion resolution also being proposed. So the issue tabled for 2 weeks. Some grim financial news from the city because of the effects of COVID-19. City leaders knew the pandemic and closing of businesses would cost the city tax revenue money. So the finance director, Paul Wesch, addressed City Council this morning. He says Mobile is down about $3 million because of sales tax losses and losses from the cruise terminal revenue and other facilities. However, Wesch says the city should be able to stand the losses through the end of this fiscal year because the first 7 months of 2020 had strong revenues. A representative of Sons of Confederate Group asking the Mobile City Council to, in his words, return Admiral Sims, unquote, to his group. However, Mayor Sandy Simpson spoke out about what he believes should happen to the statue. Right now, the Admiral Sims statue is currently in the History Museum after the mayor said he removed it from downtown to keep it from being destroyed. Joe Ringhofer, representing Raphael Sims Camp 11 of the Sons of Confederate Veterans, addressed the council. He says the city, in his words, should return the statue to that group, saying group members are the successors of those who donated the statue to the city. Mayor Simpson answered by saying what happens to the statue is ultimately City Council's call.
The commander of the United Confederate Veterans gave the Sons the charge of the defense of the Confederate soldier's good name and the guardianship of his history. Clearly, Admiral Sims' good name and guardianship of his history have been harmed by the illegal removal of his monument.
If you want to know what I think should happen to it, I think it needs to stay in the History Museum.
Do you have a location in mind in there?
It's up to the History Museum.
It's huge.
Well, at the end, City Council did not take any action regarding the statue, so for now, it remains in the History Museum of Mobile.
All right, here's what we're tracking across the area as we take a look at the scene. Plenty of moisture in place and a southwest flow enhancing showers and some scattered thunderstorms across the area so far today. We do have a marginal risk for severe weather through the evening hours this evening before we lose daytime heating. It settles out overnight, and then tomorrow we have another marginal risk of severe weather because of some drier air aloft. Could see some gusty winds in some of these thunderstorms. Also talking about storms, we have a new subtropical depression, or now subtropical storm, Dolly, out here in the open waters of the Atlantic, now officially on the board as a named system. Winds at 45. It's moving east-northeast at 12. This system should be non-tropical by tomorrow as it moves over cooler waters, and it'll have zero impact on our weather. But it's interesting to see that we've made it all the way through name 4 on the list of names for 2020. The reason why we're not seeing any problems with storms in the Atlantic is all this dry air and Saharan dust. The Saharan air layer moving across the Atlantic and into the Caribbean Sea, and a piece of that's going to get sucked up into our area. That means hazy conditions will begin to develop across the southeastern region as we work our way into Friday and Saturday. We'll also see a decrease in the chance of rain. Heat index getting to be a problem today, hitting 104 in downtown Mobile. We're starting to feel the heat and the humidity, and it looks like tomorrow a good chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Mid-morning and lunchtime showing a good slug of storms across the area as another disturbance rotates around the base of the upper trough, and we have that southwest flow. So it looks like rain likely tomorrow. Scattered showers and storms across the area through the afternoon and evening. Looking ahead, this is what we're expecting. We've got a lower rain chance, but still a scatter chance on Thursday. We go isolated Friday and Saturday with some of that haze building into by the end of the week in your forecast. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.